I don't know. I don't know really where it started, but all I remember is being scared of flying. That's all I remember.
Baron Bravo, Kilo Alpha, 1107.
It started on a plane, and I just remember feeling terrified of the bumps. It got worse and worse and worse as I got older. It just, I could never logic my way out of it. It just got worse. The first thing we're looking at in straight and level is a horizon.
You know, I've known Erin for over 10 years, and the whole time I've only ever known her to have a fear of flying. The extreme from what I've known her trying to get on planes, and we've had to change plans so many times to get around that, to where she is now, it's incredible.
I'm hogging your plane. You don't want to fly it?
No, no. It's all about you.
Just get it. Then I'm like, I don't want to let go. Well, it actually happened on account of my husband, Josh, wanting to fly. And he's never been scared of flying. And I actually didn't realize he wanted to fly. And then one day he just broke the news. This is what I'm doing. And I was like, okay, well, I'm terrified of flying, and he knew that. So I just decided to go along to have a look at the school and see what he would be getting into. But then I decided that I might book a trial flight to see if it might be something that would help me with my fear. I was pretty well at the very end of the rope with my fear. Like, I was at a point where I needed to do something dramatic because it was really impacting my life. In the debrief, I remember feeling so confused because I couldn't work out why I liked it. And I was like, I've been terrified for like 20 years. Why did I kind of enjoy that? And that's when I think it planted the seed of maybe I'll go again. We really only started it to document my journey, and we had no idea that people would find it interesting because I wouldn't consider myself to be an overly interesting person. I'm the least Instagram account you will ever find because I'm actually very uncomfortable in front of the camera, and I found it hard at the start to open up and be really honest. When I was looking for people to follow in aviation online, it was very filtered, and I wanted an account that showed people the struggles as well as the successes. I wanted them to see this is not all just polished. There are loads of things that you actually will have to face, and everyone faces these things. And so I wanted to build an account, an honest account of my journey. That's the legacy that I want from my account. If someone was to look at that, they would think, wow, I'm inspired because this person said how I'm feeling.
5 knots, and we'll fly.
And regular traffic mark out bullying for a full theatre. He's on final record.
That's us.
Yeah, nice.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah,
You're flying.
I control. Let's give this a go.
Cool.
Whoop. Oh, this is different.
You see her on social media. She comes across as someone who's got that passion, but even better, wants to share it with others and spread the story. And that's certainly what I'm about. I've dedicated half my life almost to encouraging people to get involved, and I can really relate to that. There's just a real spark in her, and that I think is really good.
It's actually nice to be a passenger from time to time.
Yeah, it is.
So Erin recently has told me about, I believe it's a group of pilots, have decided to bully her on social media.
The nature of the working environment needs to shift to be inclusive of everyone, and that takes quite a long time. And so, you know, there's often bullying that comes out of that. There's no doubt, you know, that's simply unacceptable.
This is so stressful.
I'd often get up the front and I would just stand there blank. I'd be looking at what was on the board, at what I'd drawn, but I would be absolutely blank. And the other big thing that I was struggling with, which I know a lot of people struggle with, is just confidence. Just confidence. I doubted myself to the point where I had convinced myself that I just wasn't good enough.
Smile.
Have fun.
As if it's a real student, because it'll only be, you know, not long and you'll be off enjoying this. And I've got lots of work organised already, so.
Yeah.
What wasn't helping it was that the online bullying that I was receiving was also telling me that I wasn't good enough to do it. That I wasn't worthy of being an instructor. And I guess that's what bullies do. They'll take your weaknesses and then they'll play on that. And they certainly did for me. And yeah, it just led me to a place where I really needed to take that break. It was about a 3-week break, I believe, if not slightly longer. And even by the end of it, I wasn't sure whether I would actually finish the rating.
They definitely affected me at the start. As time went on and as I spent more time with my support group, talking it through, I began to grow a bit of a thicker skin to it. But I think what it did do, and what it's still done, is it's made me pull back from being vulnerable online. I used to enjoy it, but it was because I felt like my space online was a safe space to share. And then when people come in and they kind of destroy that safe space, not just for me, but for the people that were on my page, feeling like it was a safe space for them, that made me furious. People should never have to put up with that.
Bit nervous my first time landing this from the right.
Sorry, I'll be here with you. It's all good.
Right seat landings
Yeah.
against me.
How'd you go with your chat with Paul this morning?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I feel better.
Good.
And Danny, I feel like we can tackle it. It's nice to have some girl power, girl support.
Yeah.
Because first the instructor controls the power,
Yep.
and then they keep it straight level,
Yeah.
and then they do the whole lot.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you get them to experience slightly rougher conditions.
Yeah, like today, and
Yeah.
so like flying like around the last.
When I came back with a new, fresh sort of attitude. Same confidence issues, same anxiety and same self-doubt, but just with a better attitude. My attitude was, let's not just take it day by day, but let's take it minute by minute and truly focus on only the task that I had ahead of me for that next minute. What was it? What concept did I need to explain? You know, that sort of thing. And it really helped me bring my mind back into the now rather than be constantly focusing on some massive future thing that I needed to pass.
So today we're going to learn what a circuit is, why we need it and how we fly it. So the aim, just to give the formal aim, to combine all of the practiced phases of flight into a standard format, including takeoff, approach and landing. It was definitely way better than the first. I think I'm just getting better at like calming myself down now, taking a little bit of breath and not trying to be so perfect, because when I talk like I normally would talk, it just starts to become easier. I put a lot of pressure on myself to be perfect when in reality, no one is.
Okay, give us your best pattern. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you there. Give us your best pattern for a crosswind landing.
Oh, a crosswind landing. Where does it start?
And so even when it came to test day, I was strangely calm, I think, to focus on each task during the test, which was the 3 briefings and then the flight test. And I managed to get through it.
no pressure or anything, but I get to take Katrina Roundtree for my first student.
I'm excited because I'm with Erin, I'm with my girl, and I think we're a good team.
And you can see our airspeed increasing on the left tape there.
Yes?
Perfect.
I know you feel it, but it's generally on 50, isn't it? That it's, yeah.
Yep, and then we'll just get that climb attitude. Go back a little bit. There we go.
So when you started doing the lessons, did you ever think you'd be instructing?
About halfway through, I just decided that I would want to teach people. I was still dealing with my fear, and I still do deal with it through various situations that just pop up. But I'm able to manage it now, whereas back before I started, I just wasn't able to manage my fear. I think it's going to make me a much more compassionate instructor because I get the fear response so deeply. And sometimes you can't teach it if you haven't experienced it.
Yeah, I totally
So
agree.
I think it's going to make a difference.
Reckless traffic, 1651, turn space, runway 07, 4 full stop, reckless.
Then passing 2,300.
Perfect.
07, circuit at 39, reckless.
Excellent, there we go. And we're down.
Well, that was a pretty perfect landing.
Oh, thank you.
If I can't get past this exam, then I can't go flying. So I may as well go home. That's what I think.